that guitar lick, I would say, sounds pretty advanced. It's got movement, it's got dynamics, it's got texture. It sounds like something you would expect from an experienced player. But the reality is, it's just this. Yep, that's it, just a simple blues scale idea, nothing too fancy at all. And today I want to teach you how to take something familiar like this and turn it into something that sounds musical, something that sounds interesting, and something that's actually useful. I'm really excited to teach this because not only are you going to learn this really cool lick, but you're also going to learn the ideas behind how it was actually built. And once these little nuggets click, you then might think, wait, could I do this with a triad? Could I do this with another pentatonic shape? Could I do this with a guitar lick that I play all the time? And the answer is yes, absolutely. This is where you start to develop your own voice on the guitar. So let's start by stripping this back all the way to its core, what it actually is by itself. Now this lick is just a 5-note pattern from the C minor blues scale. I'm working out of position 1, so if you jump up to fret 8 on the low E string, this gives you the note C, and you can build your scale from here. But what I'm actually doing is ascending from the root starting on fret 10 on the D string and working my way up to the note G at fret 8 on the B string. Rhythmically, this is a group of 5, but don't let that throw you. It's still just a straight 16th note rhythm that we're aiming for. You can also count while you're playing too, which I think really helps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or you can count rhythmically 1, E, and 2. Now we repeat this grouping 3 times. That gives us 15 notes. And to complete the bar, I add 1 extra note. That's B flat, fret 11 on the B string. And I resolve here back at the root. Okay, so let's slow this right down and play this at 60 beats per minute. I know the lick doesn't sound very cool right now, but bear with me, don't click away just yet. We need to start from somewhere before we develop the idea. And beginning with the framework, the notes, and allowing our hands to get used to the pattern is the most important step. Now, if you're already playing along, you can probably already tell how awkward this lick feels. It's because groups of 5s always land in unusual places rhythmically. They never always start on the downbeat of each bar. So for example, the beats 1, 2, 3 and 4. Sometimes you'll find those group of 5s starting on the and or the e's or the ers. For example, in this lick we have 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1. That's why it feels tricky, but later on as we develop the idea, this is why the lick is going to sound really interesting. Okay, so now we're going to add a little bit of spice to the idea, and what we're going to do is keep the notes exactly the same, but we'll only add an accent to the first note of each 5-note group. And what I mean by accent is making that first note of each 5-note group louder than the rest. Just Just that one change, same notes, different intention, makes a massive difference. Suddenly there's now shape, there's a melody, and your ear has something to grab hold of. Now, if we just take that rhythm, those accents, and hear them just on their own, you can hear the melody rhythmically. So we have 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a... Okay, so let's now talk about orchestration. Now, I don't mean just moving the pattern around the neck to different positions, although if you're more of an experienced player who knows their positions on the neck, you could certainly give this a go. That'd be quite fun. For example, that could look like this. Beginning in position 3 on your root note on the B string, playing our 5-note grouping from there. You don't even always need to start on the root. For example, you could begin in position 5, starting on your flat 5. But what I did in the intro was choose a very specific sound. I chose to orchestrate a very specific sound rather than move in position. So I started on the same note as before, but I actually skipped one note in the scale, and that's this note here, fret 10 on the G string, and that leaves me with a diminished triad at the start. This already sounds harmonically way more interesting. And what I do to finish off the lick, obviously I play that pattern 3 times, and then I just finish off with fret 8 on the E string, sliding into that same note on the B string. So here we have the same scale, just a different orchestration. Now let's try that at a medium tempo, let's say 90 beats per minute. Now we're going to add one final little touch of spice, one fine little detail that's going to make this lick sound really advanced without making it feel too technically demanding, and that's adding a slide to fret 11 on the G string. It's really subtle but adds a lovely slippery vocal quality to the lick. Okay, so let's now play the lick at the gold tempo of 110 beats per minute. I'm going to do this along to a backing track I made so you can hear the lick in context. And I've even recently uploaded this backing track to my channel as a separate video for you to practice along to. So the real lesson here today is not just learning that really cool lick, but for you to also walk away and creatively question what you're playing. So next time you're practicing, take something you already know and ask yourself, what happens if I change the dynamics? What happens if I change the orchestration? What happens if I just leave space? This is how we turn vocabulary into real music. Now I hope this has left you excited to pick up the guitar and practice. And if you have any questions or comments, leave them all below. And for now, I'm just going to dive straight back into the track and practice this idea a little further.